Yo, 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 yo. So we're back. We're back with a reaction to the deep dives that they released today. Um so college football 27 sights and sounds. So they got more like Saturday. So let's just run through the breakdown. More like Saturday, making the whole day feel bigger. Pageantry, okay. More mascots and school identity. Details, rivalries are different. Never miss a moment in Road to Glory. Ryan Field is here, celebrating the best on the best. They got new gear on the way. Okay, we love to hear that. Um, yeah. A new broadcast package. Visuals help tell a story. New voices, more texture, dynamic weather. We read about that in the last one. I think that one's for Madden though. Music makes you lose control. Hold on. What does that mean? Customize your crowds. So you can do like whiteouts and stripes and stuff like that. That's gonna be fire. More like Saturday, again. All right, all right. So, basically, they're saying college football doesn't start at kickoff. All right. Every team is someone's favorite team. Team by team, they're making sure that new updates are made to authentically represent every single school across visuals and audio, runouts, chants, uniforms, etc. Fight songs, stuff like that, right? Uh, so they're saying more like Saturday is gonna be their guiding north star, right? It's what they think about, and pushes us to make sure presentation, atmosphere, school identity are all accurate, right? This year, the meaningful updates set at the heart of the game day. Authenticity, pageantry, fandom, traditions, sights and sounds, which is storytelling, customization, crowd themes, cameras, team builder, major expansions. Ooh. So everything serves the same goal. They want it to feel more alive, more team specific, etc. Sights and sounds making the whole day feel bigger. One thing we talked about a lot during development was that immersion is rarely about one giant feature. It comes from layers: a better camera cut, a smarter commentary line, rain that picks up throughout the game, a sideline that feels busy and energetic, crowd audio that reacts the way you expect it to. We want you to feel as if you were at Beaver Stadium with your friends and classmates celebrating the whiteout. When everything is working together, the college football experience hits. I agree. Pageantry, the traditions that give every school its pulse. CFB is not just about the teams on the field. It's about the traditions, passions, and fandom around them. The entrances, mascots, lights, sounds, student sections, chanting, band formations, etc. Right? Rivalry rituals, all of that. Every school has got its own way of doing things, right? So they got more. They got new traditions, new mascots, new light shows, drone shows, chants, rivalry trophies, atmosphere moments that better represent the schools. All right. So they're gonna walk through a few traditions for a sneak peek. Oregon Duck push-ups, but in the sky. Okay. Dropping the anchor. Boise State skulls. Ooh. Hey, Tyler Gilbert coming back with the Boise State skulls. Guitar solos, belts. Okay. They got the chain. So they're going crazy. They've added 30 plus authentic student section banners that can be seen pregame or after touchdown. That's hard. Student sections help run the show and set the tone for the atmosphere of the whole game. We know this as home field advantage. So they got over 90 new and revamped team chants added, right? Cal, Colorado State, Florida, Georgia State, etc. 35 plus new mascots coming for us to enjoy for the worldwide launch, with more on the way and future title updates. All right, and there'll be a campus huddle in the future to know when new mascots will arrive and who they will be. So that's fire. You see, I got UAB, Indiana. It matters because they're not background details in college football. They're a part of how fans recognize a program instantly, right? So, and I agree. Like, if that's your favorite school, then their mascot should be in the game. You know what I mean? You should be able to feel that, like, immediately. The traditions flow into the main menu as well. Check out the awesome new menu system that is visually catered to every team. Here's Clemson's Howard's Rock. That's hard. Yeah, the menus should go crazy. Okay. They said it's the details. Headsets on the coaches when they're standing on the sideline, right? Getting even the smaller traditions and authenticity details is very important to us. They got new coach models. Over 55 schools have updated run-out pyros. 32 schools have new run-out band tunnels, the formations in which the bands stand when the players run out between them lined up. New run-out props, right? New crowd excitement animations, new crowd striped bibs and Tennessee checkerboard bibs, new cheer sideline animations, team-specific custom black back plates. That's good. More band formations, new stadium beauty cameras, more crowd themes added. They got the Nevada with the shield when they're running out. They got that my boy in a bib over here, the checkerboard, right? Guess who? Okay. I don't even know what they're trying to show us, but it's here. Rivalries are different. Not every game should carry the same energy. Rivalry games should feel heavier. I agree. The whole day should carry a little more tension. That was the mindset behind our rivalry enhancements in College Football 27. When you're in one of those big-time games and the feeling and presentation you experience should acknowledge it. More chippy animations, commentary stories, and rival trophies added for those big games. Okay, so they're going to be, they're going to be bickering a little more. I like that. Never miss a moment in Road to Glory. A really great improvement in Road to Glory this year is a new presentation style that allows you to watch the game from the sideline while you're waiting to get in. That's interesting. Okay. For example, you are the starting quarterback for Tennessee. You first start in the run out tunnel from the perspective of the player. Okay. Run out onto the field, experiencing all the pageantry and stuff. Once the run out's complete, then you're on the sideline until you're put in the game. So you can basically watch your defense. So it's like coach mode almost, or at least like Super Sim, but with a different camera. Watch your defense, make the stop. You have controls where you can move the camera and zoom into the action. Ooh, no more walking off the field and not knowing what's going on. If you make that big end of game drive to get in the field goal range for the win, now you run over to the sidelines, watch your kicker make the game winner, and then celebrate the night away. That's fire. I like that. They got some team upgrades. Brand new stadiums in the game, Northwestern and Gillette Stadium. Can't wait for us to see all the stadium improvements this year. We're going to want to check out Eastern Michigan. I played a little bit of that. I was trying to do a series that actually never really ended up coming on the YouTube. But it's all good. Maybe the next cycle. Missouri, Memphis, Boise State. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to make another Boise State return. I think I'm going to end up redoing my Eastern Michigan and the Boise State for our sports world. And then I got Army and many more. Ryan Fields here. For Northwestern fans, right? So Ryan Field will be available before Penn State takes on Northwestern in October. Celebrating the best of the best. They've added one of the most asked about presentation elements in the game, the Heisman Trophy ceremony. That's hard. The top 4 players of the season, oh my goodness, will make their way into the ceremony in anticipation of being called out as the Heisman Trophy winner by the iconic Chris Fowler. The ceremony is not only in Dynasty, but also in Road to Glory. Hell yeah. So it's in both. So you can also win the Heisman Trophy for yourself. Man, I ain't gonna lie. This makes me want to not do any more of OSW Osiris, because then I feel like I'm holding out on you guys. You know what I mean? But I think we're going to keep doing it, and then that way I can still keep getting the experience in and get better for you guys, so that when CFB 27 comes out, I can at least make it a more fun and better experience. So, and with that, we wanted to dive deeper into the equipment selections and options you have when you are either customizing your team or personal athlete. Take it away, Equipment Guru. This is our dog right here, bro. This is our dog. He's always on Twitter answering questions, even though sometimes, like, well, I think I've only had like maybe 1 or 2 questions answered from him in the past like 6 years. But I mean, when bro's not working, he's not working. So it's like, you know what I mean? I already feel bad like asking him questions. But no, he's our guy, bro. Like he he be answering other people's questions. I be seeing it, and he's really helpful. And even when people be talking crazy to him, bro. But you know, he keeps it professional. So the equipment guru, he's the dude. New gear on the way. Added a lot of new gear and updates to existing gear we've been asking for. Hanging mouthpieces, team logos on towels, smaller shoulder pads, rolled up jerseys, undershirts, clear reflective visors, waist-worn play call sheets, new captain's patches, much more. They're going crazy, bro. As you can see right here, this bro's got the mouthpiece hanging. You know what I mean? This one kind of looks a little weird, but it's okay. They added it. I'm not tripping. As long as it's not like crazy, you know what I mean? Like as long as it looks acceptable, I'm happy, bro. Equipment. What is it? Equipment Community 1 or something like that. New broadcast package, right? They built an all new broadcast package for CFB, and I noticed that, bro. They're going crazy with the broadcast when they were showcasing it. New visuals, banners, and stuff. New player action shots and coach information play call panels. Improved story-driven overlays, including halftime around the country. Ooh, and third to fourth quarter transitions. New pacing and framing across the game broadcast. Better support for in-game context and narrative. Follow-up, more visual variety, and how key moments are presented. We also spent time improving how games build a sense of progression. Big early drive with dynamic weather shift, a hot player, momentum swing, a rivalry game starts to tighten up in the second half. Those moments now have more support, so the game feels like it's actually tracking the story with you instead of just showing the next play. I like that. Visuals help tell a story. And then the screenshots are fire, bro. Yeah, hopefully that's taken in PC. Actually, hopefully it's taken on console, so a PC looks even better. Are you kidding me? They've added more ways for the game to build and revisit storylines over the course of a matchup. That includes systems like drive starters that help set up storylines to watch, such as comparing QBs, running backs, or even a wide receiver versus cornerback matchup. Hell yeah, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, this next project for OSW, the next world that we do, or at least the first world in CFB's 20 teams is going to go insane, bro. Please drop ideas and stuff that you want to see so that I can see if it's possible and try my best to make it come to fruition, dog. I really want us to have our own little sports world where it's going to be freaking fire. Picture-in-picture info panels that support commentary beats. What? Narrative callbacks later in the game. So they're finna really bring stuff back. They're going to bring stuff back up. That's hard. Halftime around the country updates, game day updates that reinforce what has mattered so far, fourth quarter presentation moments that bring earlier storylines back in the focus. When something important happens in the first quarter, it should not vanish the moment the next drive begins. Yeah, because it'd be doing that. If a player is becoming the story of a game, if conditions are getting worse, or if one side has started to take control, the presentation should help carry that thread. An all-new halftime flow has also been added to the game this year. Kevin Connors will provide in-game updates about big games of the day, which are in progress or final, and ones that matter to you. Man, new voices, more texture, right? Meaningful changes to the broadcast team. I heard that one of the guys had left or something like that, and people were saying that the game was gonna suck because of that, and they've completely proven people wrong, bro. X/Twitter, bro. The community that we got, like of some of these people. They just need to chill, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I get the emotions and all that, and people want to be buttholes and rage bait. But it's like, come on, dog. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We are excited to welcome ESPN's very own Holly Rowe as the sideline reporter in college football. Welcome, Holly Rowe. Welcome. Welcome, Holly. Welcome. I mean, bro, that's fire. That's fire. I can't stress enough how much, like, these things mean, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they really just add to the immersion and they add to the world, bro. Like, hell yeah. So I'm glad that they got Holly Rowe as a sideline reporter. That's fire. Adding sideline reporting gave us another way to make the broadcast feel more complete. and more true to the shape of a real college football telecast. It opens the door for game updates and observations that do not always fit naturally in the booth commentary, while also helping important developments land with a little more weight. And we also see that in 2K. In 2K, we see that. Like they got the I forgot what her name is. I honestly didn't play. I played probably like 10 hours of the last 2K, but usually I play a lot of 2K. But this year it's honestly been mostly CFB and Madden. But yeah, this includes updates tied to injuries. Yep. I think we see that in Madden too. Changing weather, player performance, game flow and momentum, etc. It adds another layer of information, but just as importantly, it adds another layer of presence. Yeah. Joe Klatt joins the broadcast team. Welcome, Joe Klatt. Joel Klatt. You know him from the Big Noon Saturday games. Ooh. We're bringing in Colorado Buffaloes alum Joel Klatt from the Fox Sports into the booth. He joins Chris Fowler to enhance the playoff atmosphere like never before. Love it. Commentary that pays attention. They should feel more aware of what kind of game you're in. So improving contextual awareness, stuff like that. Want lines to feel more connected to the state of the game, the players that are involved. So you'll hear that in the way the game handles context-aware commentary, seasonal performance awareness, refresh team-specific banter storylines, follow-up references later in the game. Yep. Stronger player and team storylines, tighter alignment between visuals and commentary, etc. Dynamic weather, letting the game change on you. We're almost done with this one, man. Ugh. Jeez, bro. I've been reading for like 2 hours. Not reading, but yeah, I mean, I've been talking for mad long, bro. Not gonna lie. I might have to wait for the rest of this to maybe do it tomorrow. There's so much info in these, and this is only the college football. Like, if they have the same length of these in Madden and they're like different details, oh my goodness, bro, this is gonna be long. But I'm here for it. Weather is one of those things that can completely change the mood of a college football game. And we didn't get much snow games in the last couple iterations, so I'm liking this. Light rain in the first can turn into miserable fourth. So we already talked about this. Snow piling up, all that good stuff. We're skipping that. Weather evolves throughout the game. CFB 27, weather can now change as the game unfolds like it does, and also Madden 27 this year. Conditions evolving, play-by-play. That's crazy. Play-by-play is fire. Rain and snow intensifying over time. Stronger visual representation of precipitation. More noticeable effect on the overall feel of the game. So like slips, harder to catch balls, ball security, kicking become more challenging, etc. Visual impact and field wear. We talked about that with Madden 2. So stuff will leave a mark, right? Mud, rain, etc. Field degradation. Yeah. If you're too deep into a messy physical game, the field and players should look like they've been in one. Music makes you lose control. All right. Let's see. Is the band cutting through a timeout? The crowd going from scattered noise to one wall of sound. It is the home atmosphere taking over when momentum flips. Those audio cues are part of the identity of the sport. And we wanted that to come through more strongly in college football 27. We heard your amazing response to our pop covers from last year. Yeah, they were going crazy, not going to lie. They're back with more. 19 new ones will be a part of the soundtrack as we continue to provide the game with more of that college football character from the moment you boot it up. Hopefully they have all of the old ones in there too. And this is 19 new ones. I write Sins Not Tragedies. That is low-key the only one they needed to add. Low-key. That's the only one that they needed to add for me to be happy. Bro, that's hard, right? I'm glad we got the rest of them. But this right here, yeah. Take On Me? Oh, my goodness. The next episode, nah. Trap Queen, since you've been gone. Nah. They're going hard. They're going crazy. Day and Night. Oh, no. Okay. Bro, right above it. Nah. You're not talking about Drake and Lil Wayne. Okay. Anyways, in addition to our new pop covers, we've collaborated with the Carolina band from the University of South Carolina, the winners of this past year's Metallica marching band competition, For Whom the Band Tolls, to update our Campus Clash theme that you hear on Press Start and add Sad but True to our menus as well. Okay. Oh yeah. They got special surprises. Give the marching band a listen during key moments in game and in menus. for some new and unique recorded themes. Some of them may seem familiar. Listen for the trumpets. And then all the heart pounding, get pumped up tracks are back. Zombie Nation, Seven Nation Army, Swag Surfing, ooh, Sandstorm, okay. Team fight songs and many more. Customized crowds. Here we go, crowd pleasers. We continue building out crowd atmosphere with improvements to the density, presence, overall stadium energy, how the game feels from different presentation angles. And for players who like to tune the presentation experience more directly, they include user-selectable crowd themes and camera angles, giving you more control over how game day comes across on screen. That's hard. Customize the game the way you want it. Do you want to have a whiteout at Penn State every game? Then do it. Hell yeah. Or maybe even turn the pink S zone turn on the pink S zone in the student section this year. Maybe you want to have a blackout at Oregon and put on the black uniforms, or maybe a classic stripe out at Iowa, all yellow and black. It's all up to us now. Set the crowd theme before loading in the game, whether it's Play Now, Dynasty, or Road to Glory, so it doesn't matter. We now set the crowd theme. That's fire. Another way to customize your own presentation experience with the all-new modular camera setting. Huh? You can make your own gameplay camera package with over 16 options. Want to change your pre-play cameras, your drop back snap camera, or into your handoff or pass in the air? Now you can. Oh, that's hard. So now you can make it zoom up, when you hand off, or zoom outwards a little bit more so you can see more of your running lanes. That's fire. Make sure to set your offense and defensive camera preset to modular for them to take effect in game. More like Saturday. So we're getting to the end here. Before we go, I want to talk to you one more time. When we say more like Saturday, we are talking about the full experience. I'm talking about broadcasts, feeling more connected, weather changes, sideline more energetic, commentary paying more attention, etc. Band crowd, carrying more personality, rivalries feeling sharper and chippy, traditions and pageantry all around. This is what tied all this work together for us. College football stands out because it's not just a sport, it's a place, a ritual, a noise, a mood. It's what happens before kickoff, what builds during the game, and what lingers after it ends. Hell yeah. Them boys is going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They cooked them. They cooked, bro. They chefed up like a 12-course meal. All that's left is to actually play the game, and I have no doubt that we'll be pleasantly surprised. We're not even surprised. Yeah, well, no, pleasantly surprised. I think sometimes the community can go a little overboard with the state of the game and what their opinion on whether it's good or bad, but everybody's got opinions. I think that as long as all this stuff is executed the way it sounds like it's been executed, it should be an amazing game. They should both be amazing games. Yeah, that's the breakdown for Sights and Sounds. I'll see you on the next breakdown. Probably the mascot mashup deep dive. Honestly, we might even skip that. It looks like they're just bringing back the mascot mashup of old. Progression that feels clear and fair. We want every win to matter. We want collectors to have a satisfying chase. I don't even know. And you can unlock it instantly, every single mascot through MVP Plus membership. I remember reading that. Or if you don't have that, then you unlock it. This must be some kind of like online thing. Is this the same as NCAA 14 mascot mashup? No. It's a new progression-driven experience. With trophy room integration. Interesting. Online, offline, and player friend. 120 total mascots available. 10 are unlocked from the start. The rest can be unlocked. And it exists because of us. And score, celebrate, give the opponent just enough time to process that they gave up a 75-yard touchdown to someone with a giant foam head. If you want to unlock a specific mascot, play as that school and win. Once you meet the requirement, that mascot becomes available. I don't know if a collection of unique exclusive trick plays on top of the playbook that we bring into the game. Interesting. Okay. Explosive movement and clean option execution. So they have special tuning for these guys. Ball carriers feel more shifty. So it's probably more arcadey. And probably feels like, what was that? College football 25 before the patch. It probably feels like that. Hit sticks cause fumbles more frequently. So it's probably on like arcade mode. You know what I mean? How you can set it to sim competitive and arcade. They break tackles more often. One snap can go from a huge hit to a loose ball to a broken tackle to a mascot sprinting down the sideline while everyone asks what happened. Okay. Yeah, so we'll skip that. Every player is tuned to 99 overall. Yeah. So this is like their arcade thing. This is fire. I like that. I like that. We'll probably play it. We'll probably play it a few times. What else they got? What else y'all got for us? Closed beta, PC deep dive, Dynasty and Team Builder deep dive, and then this is the Madden. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow with the Welcome to College Football 27 breakdown. All right, because tomorrow we'll cover that. We'll cover the closed beta probably, the PC deep dive, and the Dynasty and Team Builder deep dive. And then depending on how long those are, that's not very long. That's not very long. This one's long as a mug. What the heck? So we'll probably cover this, and then the other two in the same video. They're not that long. And then this one might get its own video. So I'll catch you guys next time, man. There's no need for an outro. Peace out.